Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Elden Ring. I did take a short break, but it's very short. I decided, you know what? Fuck it, I'll end the game today. Unless this is like a really difficult boss, and then I'll end it early and then I'll try again. Which it might be. Maybe I should, well no, I'll try with this first.
It's been a long while, Morgoth.
Oh, that's Godfrey. He's pissed that I've killed his son.
Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold. Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand. Alas, I am returned. To be granted audience once more. Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
This is the same as the one I fought already. Like the gold spirit. I'm guessing the lion is gonna come alive at phase 2 or something. Oh, what's this? Yeah, I'm gonna fight the lion.
That will be all. Thou didst me good service, Sirosh.
I guess not.
I've given thee courtesy enough. Now I fight as Horalu.
Oh!
Warrior!
Godfrey is Horalu. he two-shots me with full armor. And he does grab attacks that, well, they didn't seem that difficult to dodge. But, okay, so, okay, that makes kind of makes sense, I guess. Now Godfrey was banished by Queen Marika. And then Horalu is like the chieftain of the Badlands. So Godfrey is the chieftain, he's just changed his name to Horalu. So I wonder if Nefeli is probably like the... probably not his daughter, but probably... Oh, maybe actually. But yeah, there's no way I'm gonna fight him with this. No way. He's tearing off his clothes and then fighting me with his fist. I've given him courtesy enough. How should I do? Obviously, Blue Dancer. Maybe this. And then this, of course. Well, I already had this. Maybe this. Maybe I need this, because he might one-shot me if not. Actually, I probably won't get many... well, let's try. It was fucking cool. That's for sure. And the soundtrack, for Phase 1 at least. Phase 2 didn't seem that good, but Phase 1... I love it. I pressed the dodge button, but okay. Yeah, so he does a lot of fucking damage, that's for sure. So I can only take one hit from him. Phase 1 is really, really fun. It's the same as the one I fought in the... It seems like it's almost exactly the same as the one I fought, the Golden Spirit. So that should be fairly easy. Okay, this is new. Am I dead? Yeah. I like this guy. Yeah, he deals a fuck ton of damage. And yeah, when he raised his legs, I just stood there attacking and nothing hit him, even though I'm standing right next to his model. That's the downside with these weapons. I really love them, but when they do that, I don't want to play them anymore. I'm gonna, especially now that I'm this far into the game, but... on, throw your axe. Nice. I really like this guy, but he seems kind of like I don't know how to explain it. I think that's why I like him as well. But it's almost like a rhythm game. The problem is that if you miss the rhythm once, you get hit over and over and over because you're out of the rhythm. But yeah, but because you can attack him twice sometimes, and then dodge, and then immediately attack again almost. But if you miss one of them, he just keeps hitting you over and over and over. I think you have to sprint away from that one. Well, unless you can jump it. Yeah, I don't think you can dodge out of that. I think you have to sprint or jump. Yeah, but that fucking wild combo he did, that was scary. Especially when he stopped like mid-animation, he's just standing there looking, so I want a panic roll. Don't know the timing of those. And I think I should probably switch this. Get him to phase 2. You can't even sprint from it. no! Okay, I survived. But I survived in the corner. Oh, come on. I would have gotten him if I didn't end up in the corner. Because like when he ran me up to the wall there, the camera was all fucked that I couldn't actually see the animation, so I didn't know when to dodge. Yeah, he's very oppressive. You never feel safe. And that ground when he's... I actually, immediately I saw that attack, I dodged from the first like pull, and then I started sprinting immediately, and I still didn't make it out of the circle. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you get out of the rhythm, you immediately die. You have to stay in rhythm. I like this boss. I like this boss a lot. It's a nice refresher from the previous one. A boss that's actually challenging, but at the still time is fun. Okay, that's not punchable actually.
Thy strength befits same crown.
Okay. That was... that was, okay. I guess the stagger continues on from phase 1. So Godfrey was probably just about to stagger. That was kind of underwhelming, but it's fine, I'll take it. But yeah, the boss itself was fucking amazing. I really like that. Probably... I don't know, what do I get? This is useless. Guess endurance? Doesn't really matter at this point, I think. Oh, let's read this piece of shit. Remembrance of Malekith, the Black Blade. The power of its namesake, blah, blah, blah. Malekith was a shadow-born beast given to his Empyrean. Marika's sole need of her shadow was a vessel to lock away destined death, and then, even then, she betrayed him. Okay, so he was the one that locked away destined death. But she betrayed him, so what, was she the one that gave the death rune to Ranni? So Ranni didn't steal it, she actually got it from Marika, is that like, or maybe Marika like told Ranni how to get it or something? When Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, was robbed of his grace, becoming tarnished, he took with him his kinfolk and left the lands between. After the long march of the tarnished came to an end, Godfrey divested himself of kingship, becoming a simple warrior once more. Okay, so Horalu is like who he really is. And then when he married Marika, he became like Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. So when she banished him, which the way I see it, it was, and this is confirmed by the fact that he's back, is that she banished him so that he could leave along with his warriors, which I believe is the Crucible Knights, and then fight in a land outside to become stronger, so he can return and help Marika. That's how I interpret it. From everything we read from the sword statues and other pieces of item that talks about him. That's kind of the gist of it. I think that's almost confirmed. And he's back here now to seek audience again to become Elden Lord. So he's strong enough to come to Marika's rescue, pretty much. Let's just use everything I have. If this isn't the final boss, I don't know what will be. Okay, I need 100,000, just about. This should probably be enough. $160. And 12,000. Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure like I'm at the end. This is the final boss, and then I'm done. Feels kind of it doesn't feel done. I don't know how to also explain it. It doesn't feel like I'm actually done, but I am. No, I wonder. No, I don't think that was. Maybe he's. Oh no, I need to go back. I need to actually. Forgot why I actually wanted to go there. I wanted to get the equipment of champions and see what their rune says. Oh. Power gleaned from the remembrance of Malagat. Caster creates an illusory black blade, then leaps forward to deliver a spinning slash that emits a wave of light. This can be followed up with one additional attack. This blade was once imbued with Destined Death. In addition to dealing damage, it reduces foes' maximum HP and continues to sap their current HP for a very short time. Malagat's black blade, which once harbored the power of the Rune of Death, a sad shadow of its former glory. After a fragment of the death was stolen from that fateful night, Malagat bound the blade within his own flesh, such that none might ever rob the death again. But he did pick this sword out of like his hand. But this blade is not imbued with the Rune of Death. So did he not? Because only a fragment went missing, and I'm assuming that's what he got back when I fed him the death roots. So maybe like if you remove just a fragment and the entire Rune of Death is useless pretty much. $42 strength. Pure physical. A weapon of Godfrey, Elden Lord. It was broken in a battle fought as a leader of the Tarnished during the Long March. This weapon is symbolic of Godfrey's vow to conduct himself as a lord, later becoming an emblem of the golden lineage. In the days of the past, a crown was warranted with strength. Horaroo's Earthshatter. Horaroo's Earthshatter slams both hands into the ground, violently shake the earth and unleash a shockwave. Follow up with an additional input to slam the ground again. Oh, this is an Ash of War. Yeah, I'm getting this. An Elden Lord Crown. Crown of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. The Age of the Erdtree began amongst conflict when Godfrey was Lord of the battlefield. He led the war against the giants, faced the Stormlord alone, and then there came a moment when his last worthy enemy fell. And it was then, as the story is told, that the hue of Lord Godfrey's eyes faded. Yeah, so he was a warrior through and through. Once he didn't have any enemies to fight, he kinda faded. Malekith, Queen Marika's loyal half-brother, bore a blade imbued with destined death, and there was not one demigod who did not fear him. Champions knew what was at stake. Indeed, that is what made them champions. Okay, so there's... Yeah, so there's nothing different about them. Oh, this is... I could level again, actually. Oops. And now I bought everything, I think. Now, let's talk to everybody one last time, just to see if there's anything.
I see.
Oh, yes.
Oh, so it wasn't just me this happened to. To think he'd forget who you were as well. I knew he'd burn himself out. Old Hugh. I think we could talk him into leaving the Round Table Hold now. But maybe it's better that we don't. It's only proper that we respect his choice to stay. I'll remain with Hugh. He made me who I am today. I'd like to return the kindness, in whatever small way I can. Please, become Elden Lord. Hugh was always saying that you were a lord to him, so slay her with the weapons he smithed. Slay the god Marika, who cursed us all.
What? No, I'm not gonna slay Marika. Is that really who the final boss is? I thought we were gonna find and rescue her. No, really? That's my mission. Do you still remember the ashes of your hawk? Yeah.
In this ash.
Yeah, fuck off. Oh, I could upgrade the claws, but you know, I'm not gonna use them, so I don't give a fuck. could buy enough stones to upgrade it, but why bother? I'm not going to actually use it. They look kind of cool, but... Oh, I shouldn't have done that actually. Now I'm 161. So am I really gonna fight Marika? I thought the whole purpose of me was to go in, find Marika, restore the Elden Ring for her. Is that what I'm gonna do? I don't want to fight Marika. Yeah, there she is. She doesn't look like she's in a state to fight, though. Ah, she's turning into Radagon. Oh, come on. That music. Radagon, yeah, so we obviously I knew both of them were the same person, but I didn't realize how she was Radagon and Radagon was her. So she actually transforms into him. So that leaves the question: how did she fuck herself? Is she just like come in a bottle or something and then transform back and spray it into herself? These are genuine questions. Oh, 3 damage. Not 3 damage. He has infinite range. This guy is fucking intense. He doesn't have a lot of HP. Well, it's not like I'm expecting him to only have one face. But phase 1 at least doesn't have much HP. But he does a lot of damage and his attacks are quite difficult to actually predict. And I think this is probably not doing me any good. Is it holy damage or physical damage he does? Probably both. Ah, I was too early. This guy is difficult. He's fucking amazing though. I wonder how the fuck second phase is gonna be if he's this fucking tough in phase 1. Well, it's his lack of HP that's the saving grace here. That still hit me? Yeah, he's a real glass cannon. It's difficult, but seems like you can. I actually think this might be good for him, because sometimes, not always, but sometimes he leaves a big opening so you can just hammer him. Especially at the beginning, because he just stands there for a few seconds. If you're fast, you can run over and attack. Yeah, like that. Half his HP is gone and... How do you dodge that second hit? Yeah, this one is weird. You have to dodge not when he lands his strike. There's like a slight delay between his impact and the damage, because you can see it kind of travels towards you. So the further you're away, the easier it is to dodge. At that range, like mid-range, I think it's very difficult because you need to... It's very precise, I think. I really like this fight. This is amazing, actually. I just really hope second phase, whatever it is, be as good, because I've had enough of this. I don't like the one phase like Maliket. You know, one phase really bad, one phase really good. No, just have two good phases, please. And again, I would have killed him, but I did one mistake. One mistake, and you know what that mistake was? I didn't have the talisman. So when I was gonna do the dragon claws to hit him when he woke up, but look, it's not there. So I've pressed away this. That's the only reason why he survived. Because of a stupid fucking mistake. Yeah, I'll get him, well, I'm not gonna say I'll get him this try, because he might kill me, just delete me instantly. He has like this. All the bosses in this game have it. I mean, seriously, all of the bosses have attacks with delays. This guy is it's a bit different because almost all of his attacks have a slight delay to them. It's very difficult to know when you're gonna dodge. You know, is it when he's holding it up for 1 second? When he's holding it up for 2 seconds? 3 seconds? No, it's 3.1 seconds, and then you have to instantly press. Like it's when they like he holds his weapon up for like a really long time. When the actual attack animation starts, then it's lightning fast, and it's very difficult for me to actually. Like this. Like, I can see the attack coming, but I don't know when the timing is, because he's just going towards you, raised hand, and no matter how many times you dodge or which direction you go, he just keeps going slowly towards you with his arm. And then when it first starts, it's so fast that I don't see how people actually can react to it. Maybe you can't. Maybe you just have to learn the timing. Because at least for me, there's no way I can react to it. I can't actually see, I have to fight him 1,000 times. And does this sound really need to be so fucking loud every time I enter the gate? I thought it would stagger. It's impossible to see. I know what it's gonna do, but I can't react to it. I just have to stand there looking stupid and hope I'll get the timing. So now I could either okay, I'll wait 2 seconds then dodge. If that's wrong, then I die. I can wait 2.5 and dodge and etc, etc, etc. But if I wait too long, then I die. So you need to actually know the timing and that kind of count in your head. There's no way you can react to that. There's no way. It's way too fast. If anyone tells me they can react to that, then they're lying. It's impossible! He's walking around there for there's 4 or 5 seconds where he's just walking towards you, even though he's right next to you. That makes no sense. Why is he walking towards you when he's literally up to your model? And the instant the animation starts, the grab happens. Actually, that might be a clue, actually. So don't be up on his model. So if you're far away, maybe his animation has to actually travel towards you. And this, seriously, why do they make this sound so fucking loud? To hit him, not riposte. Yeah, okay, that's how you do it. Man, this guy is seriously difficult. I mean, yeah, I almost gotten him, but that's only because he has low HP. Imagine if this guy had a lot of HP. Well, I probably don't need to imagine because it's phase 2, but yeah, this guy is seriously trouble. You know what? It's for sure better to use this. That's what I get hit most by, it's this fucking holy spam. Why did he stagger so fast earlier, not this time? what's gonna happen now. He's gonna turn to Marika maybe, and then I have to fight her as well. Elden Beast. Okay. Don't think I have enough flasks for this guy. Definitely don't have a lot. Okay, so I think I need to do better on Radagon because I'm gonna need a lot of flasks for that guy, I think. Timing on that is insanely difficult. No, come on! Yeah, look, I don't have enough for Elden Beast now. I really need to do better on Radagon. I can't take that many hits. Because this guy has quite a lot of health as well. And it does a lot of damage. that's not so bad actually. If it hits you, it's very bad, but... what's happening? Okay, how do you dodge that? Literally the entire screen starts going. Is that the one from earlier? Yeah. Okay, that's not the same attack as I thought it would be. Oh, come on! Is it still following me? Yeah. It's still following! What the hell? It followed me for like 30 seconds or something. And it almost seems like you actually can't get away from it. It just keeps following and doing damage. Seriously. How? And he keeps attacking while that's following you, and it covers up the entire screen. Well, how do you deal with that? You just sprint away from full everything you can, but then what if he starts spamming the ranged attacks? And you can't see them because you're running from the light. Yeah, so that's what happens when I tried to, okay, I don't be greedy now, so I stopped after just a couple of hits. And then he just stood there like an idiot, and who let me get several other hits in. And then I got, okay, well, he's just sending us all attack again, and then... Yeah, and I'll save my flask for Elden Beast, actually. No, because I want to stagger Radagon. Yeah, Radagon is more difficult as well. Yeah, even at that range I can't fucking dodge it. Oh, there was a lightning on him. How? I wasn't even near it! This one is fucking insanely difficult to dodge. This one right here. If I'm far away, it's fine, but if I'm this close, it's insane. It's like one frame, fuck. Frame perfect dodge. And 3 of them in a row. See him. They're really not holding back on the bosses, at least. Like, the bosses in this game are way more difficult than any of the other games. Like, you have several Manus tier bosses, several often of Cosm tier bosses. So difficult to dodge him. Like, every one of his attacks are insanely difficult to dodge. Even that one. Yeah, it's fucking impossible. Yeah, this is insanely difficult to dodge. Like the timing on almost all of his attacks are ridiculously difficult. Oh no, this is the run. You can't even outrun it. Oh, it hits him even from behind. Love the music this guy has. It's so good. Oh no. Okay, this you jump over it, I think. Can I dodge or jump? I think I jumped. No. I'm pretty sure I jumped, but you have to time it, obviously. I can make it. Seriously, how do you dodge this? Look at it! And now the other one comes as well. And then he starts shooting at you. What are you supposed to do about that? You can't turn the camera on him, because you have to constantly sprint. And even when you're constantly sprinting, you're not running fast enough. You still get hit. And then he can just stand there in the back safely and firing swords. That's fucking bullshit. Those two attacks, both of those attacks are bullshit. Well, maybe the one is okay, the one that just follows you for a bit. Because if you sprint full speed in a straight line, you can probably avoid most of it. The other one, you can't avoid any of it. And then he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do both at the same time. And then while you're sprinting, trying to avoid as much damage as possible, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna shoot you. And there's nothing you can do to avoid it. Yeah. This fucking guy. This fucking guy. He's an amazing fighter. I mean, Radagon is one of the best fights. He's absolutely a final boss tier, that's for sure. I mean, the music is amazing as well. I like Elden Beast as well, but those two moves, those are fucking bullshit. The lights that follow you, both of them. Especially the slow one. Because you literally can't avoid it. So difficult. Yeah, this guy is the most... He's not the most difficult boss, but he has the most difficult dodges to attacks to dodge. Because every single one of them is very precise, and every single one of them is, you know, delayed. So you can't dodge, you know, none of them are intuitive to dodge. Every single one of them has he has a couple, that actually makes it worse. He has a couple that doesn't really have delays. So you're waiting for the attack to come, but it comes out very fast. And then he has AoE on everything, so if you don't dodge it perfectly, it's... Yeah, like the end game bosses in this game, Godfrey and Horalu wasn't that bad. They weren't easy, but they weren't that difficult either. This guy, Radagon. Elden Beast doesn't seem that difficult, it's just he has a couple of bullshit moves. And you have to fight him after Radagon. But yeah, like Malenia, Radagon, and Maliket. I think that's like this one where he swings upwards. Or not upwards, that's what he does. Why does he always do this when I'm healing? Like every time I try to heal, he does that. And it comes out faster than your healer animation recovery. Yeah. You see, don't have, you can't heal on this guy. That's the biggest problem. He never lets you heal. Obviously no, but it's very difficult to find opportunities to heal on him. It's very difficult to dodge his attacks. He has low health, that's it. If he didn't have low health and he couldn't be staggered, then he would be probably more difficult than Malenia. Why can't I ever dodge it? Yeah, you see, every time I heal, he does that. Every fucking time I heal. That was a pretty good try. 9 flasks should be doable. If he just doesn't do that fucking bullshit move again. This is a good one. Yeah, so if he does that attack, that's good. This... Well, I got hit by it last time, but... I don't think that's difficult. Yeah, if you jump over. This is fine. This is not fine from this distance. Can I outrun it? Yeah, I think I can. That's like very risky. It's okay. It's not that bad. You have to run away from it. Oh no! Yeah, like if you're not already. Yeah, and he did that as well. Yeah, so if you're not already sprinting while that starts hitting you, then you'll take like half of your health. Oh, come on. No, wrong button. I tried to dodge, so then I pressed attack instead. I'm starting to get low on flasks as well. Oh no! Like seriously, look at this. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do against this? Look! It's still going! And then he just does like every AoE he or range attack he has. Oh, come on, again? Okay, that's not the bad one. I thought it was. Oh, good. No! God slain. Elden Remembrance. That was an amazing final boss, I have to say. Absolutely amazing. Radagon was better than Elden Beast, but I think Elden Beast was a very nice like finisher. So you have insanely difficult fight with Radagon, but very intensive, very high risk, high reward. Amazing soundtrack, like but banging on like hammering on an anvil, just like in the intro. And then you get to Elden Beast, and the music calms down. The boss is like huge, it looks kind of weird, but I think I like his design. And then very calm music and very somber is the word I'm looking for. So it's a very, very fitting ending, I think. So what's this? Summon Ronny. Touched Fatcher the Marika. Is this the ending? Like, I mean... 500,000. So, should I summon Rani? If I summon Rani, will the... What is that? Do I then choose her ending? But I wanna... restore Marika. Or can I do both? Like, can I summon Rani and talk to her and then... Like, what do I do? You probably summon Rani first.
The battle is over, I see. I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars, 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. into fear, doubt, and loneliness. As the path stretcheth into darkness. Well then, shall we? My fair consort eternal.
Well, that's not the ending. I wanted to restore Marika, I guess. I guess I should have pressed the statue instead. But that was a great ending, though. It looked really cool, like with the dark moon in the background. It looked amazing. So I played this game for now, I don't know, 110 hours maybe, I think, something around there. Probably, maybe a bit less actually. I think I beat Malenia by the 100-hour. No, wait. I actually think I started Malenia around 100 hours, and then I took 8 hours on her. So I'm probably closer to 150, 120 hours playtime. So it's a long game. Like Dark Souls or Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3 or and so forth. They are like 40 to 60 hours, and that's the way I play when I take like a real good time, because I'm always playing blind. So I don't like look up guys or anything like that. I just so then it takes longer, of course. So yeah, this is a really long game, like twice the length of any of the other games. But it comes at a price. And that is, this game really has like peaks and valleys. The peaks are really fucking tall, but so are the valleys deep. So like the fights that are bad are like, they are really bad. The fights that are good are really, really good. And same with the areas. Well, actually, all the areas, all the dungeons and all the open world areas they are actually nice. They're very nice. The problem is the repeat, because it's an open world. So like the overworld dungeons, a lot of them at the beginning they're good because there's enough diversity in them. But then it's just starting to get boring. It's just the same over and over and over. And yeah, it's slightly different in terms of layout, but it's not enough. It's not enough for it to be interesting anymore. And the same with bosses, like Crucible Knight. I think I fought. It was even. Yeah, I fought either 11 or 12 Crucible Knights. Right. I do like the fights, and but it is a bit much, right? And the Tree Spirit, which I genuinely think is the worst boss they've ever made. I fought him 8 or 9 times. 8 or 9 times, a boss. That's not fair, that's not fun at all, that's not okay. Mog, I fought twice. Once in the sewers, which was just phase 1. And then I found him later as of like a complete boss with 2 phases. Now, the boss himself was amazing. Even the one in the sewers that only had phase 1 was really, really good. Phase 2 was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Probably... I'm having a tough time figuring out who's my favorites. My top 3. Well, I know my number 1, but number 2 and 3 I'm not sure about. Number 1, Malenia. There's no doubt. Malenia is by far my favorite boss in this game. by far. And she's by far my favorite boss in the Soulsborne series. Probably in any game, actually. I genuinely can't think of a single boss that I like as much as Malenia. She's that fucking good. Yeah, for me, she hits every single thing that I want in a boss. She has everything. The only she's not perfect. She's not perfect. She has a couple of flaws, but I kind of think they are minor flaws compared to how fucking good she is. The flaws aren't really necessarily flaws either. They are really only flaws from a perspective of me who is playing it completely blind. And and naked, not wearing any armor. So the first thing is the waterfall. Right, the one you get from, you can see the description when you buy her katana. Waterfall, was it dance? I think it was waterfall dance. So if she does that at close range, it's almost impossible to dodge it. Because the first, it does 3 flurries, and the first one does several hits. And you can't dodge it. The way I did it is, I hold my, I directed myself towards her right shoulder, and then I spam dodge like crazy. I don't time it, I don't even time it. Well, I time the first input, and then I just spam it from there. And I try to kind of make a circle around her. So like I head towards her right shoulder and then try to circle around, and that seems to sometimes, or several, avoid, not all of it, but enough that I survive. If I can manage to dodge the second and the third as well. And that's usually not as difficult. Sometimes it is, like in phase 2, I think it's a bit more difficult. I don't know why, maybe it's faster. I'm not sure exactly. I think maybe the jumps are shorter. I'm not entirely sure, but I know at least I managed to do this quite often in phase 1. Once you did it in close range. In phase 2, I only dodged it at close range like a couple of times. But as I said, is that a flaw? Not necessarily, because yeah, I can't figure out how to do it. But if I go on YouTube and look, I bet there's a way. I bet there is a way to do it. It's just I didn't figure it out. And also, if you're wearing armor, it's probably not an instant kill like it is for me. And even if you don't manage to dodge everything with armor, it probably doesn't deal as much damage, right? So it's kind of a flaw, but not really, and at least not enough for her to not be the best boss I've ever fought. The second one is her recovery, because sometimes she ignores the recovery time. So she does an attack that is fully punishable because she's in recovery after the attack, but sometimes she just chooses to not be in recovery anymore. So you go towards attack her and then she just fucks off. That's not fair. Those two are the only complaints I have about her. So she's Journey 2? No. Yeah, so she's my number 1. Number 2 is either Mog, Lord of Blood, Godfrey, First Elden Lord, or Radagon, Elden Beast. Those 3 are contenders for top 2, and I don't know which one. See, the problem with all 3 have a slight issue. Radagon, there's really no flaws in the Radagon fight, I think. It's really like it's a flawless fight, I think. No, never mind, there is one. And it's not in Radagon, it's in Elden Beast. It's those two homing attacks. The one that one of them lasts for a short time and you can sprint, but it still hits you. You can't out-sprint it. Unless you go in a completely straight line, you're gonna get hit by it. And the second is the auto homing. That follows you for like a minute. And even if you sprint full speed, it still hits you. And while those, and he can use both of those at the same time on you. And so while you're running around for a minute with homing magic constantly dealing damage to you, he sits at the other side of the map and spams sword attacks at you. And you can't, there's no way to, if he does that, you're pretty much just dead. So that's a major flaw, I think. That's those two spells. Especially the slow one. Other than that, there's no flaws in Radagon. The music is, I think I actually decided Radagon is number 2. So Malenia number 1, Radagon number 2. Radagon and Elden Beast, like, it's one fight. It's kind of two fights, but it's one fight. So I caught them both. If it was just Elden Beast or just Radagon, I would probably face them a bit lower, because Radagon wouldn't have, if it was just Radagon, then he would have too little health, right? It would have been too easy to just burst him down. If it was just Elden Beast, then I think it's very good, but I don't think it's quite as good, right? So I have to combine them both. Mog, Lord of Blood, I don't think I can... The only thing that... No, I don't have any issues with him, actually. I don't think I have any issues with Mog, Lord of Blood. It's just an overall amazing fight. I could make the argument that he's a Nihil attack, because it's undodgeable. But so what? It's basically a way to say, okay, do you have enough? You need to have enough flasks. So it's basically so you can't get hit much in the other parts of the fight, because you will need, I think it's 4 flasks to heal up from Nihil. I think it's 4. Yeah, he does it 3 times and you need to, so I think it's 4 you need. And I also am not entirely sure, but because I didn't actually try it, but I think this one might negate it. But I'm not sure. But if it negates it, then at the very least, then he has no flaws. So he's just an overall amazing fighter, good design, fun attacks. Phase 2 transition is amazing. Actually, when I think about it, if this thing actually negates the Nihil, then this is a flaw. Because the phase 2 transition wouldn't be as powerful or impactful if this negates it. And the third one, Godfrey and Horalu. I don't think I have any thoughts with them either, except they have a bit low health. Because I don't think the build I am using is too good. Well, the bleed is very good, actually. So I think maybe it's because I bled him, and that's why he died so fast. And then obviously Horalu, in the attempt I killed him, he staggered with my first attack, and then I just burst him down with the damage. He didn't get to do anything. So yeah, I think if Godfrey and Horalu had more HP, then they would probably be number 2. Well, they would be, no, you know what, they would be number 3. So this is my verdict. Malenia, number 1. Radagon, number 2. Mog, Lord of Blood, number 3. Godfrey number 4, and then Regal Ancestor Spirit number 5. Radagon, no, Radagon, Radan number 6. And then Margit, and then Morgoth, and then Renala, and then Godric. Those would be my top 10 in that order. But no, I'm not counting. No, I'm counting. No. Yeah, I think that would be the order, but I'm not entirely sure because now I'm thinking, okay, I really like Astel, Star of Darkness. Not the first one; he was too easy. The second one, he was good, and I also really like the Crucible Knights. But they're not really bosses, like major bosses. I never remember where they... Okay, they're in the first one, I think. Yeah. It was the vassal beast of the greater will, and living incarnation of the concept of order. Now, was it inside of Radagon? Because it seems like, you know, Marika wanted us to help her. But then she turned into Radagon and attacked us. Now, why would she do that? Unless Radagon and Marika are like, they are the same person but two different, because we know that Radagon is loyal to the Golden Order, Marika is not. So maybe they have like different personalities. Marika's hammer. Stone hammers made in the lands of the Numen outside the lands between. A tool with which the Queen Marika shattered the Elden Ring and Radagon attempted to repair it. Yeah, so they're probably like a duality, a dual god, like. It is the same god, but it's two-faced. The hammer partially broke upon shattering the ring, becoming splintered with rune fragments. Sword wrought from the remains of a god who should have lived a life eternal. Though on what the weapon portends as many and varied. Some consider it a mark of a great sin, or a sign of a great devastation. Some think of it as the end of an age, while others the beginning. Yeah, no Marika's loincloth. That's a shame. Well, that's it. 112 hours. I don't know if I know I missed something. I missed the Lord of Rancid Flame. I don't know how to get it. That's the one thing I know I missed. I missed some quests, like I missed these quests in Mount Gelmir or Volcano Manor. Other than that, it looks like I did most. I probably missed like a cave or something, but I'm pretty sure I did at least the vast majority. So the only major thing I missed was probably the Lord of Rancid Flame. I'm considering like going to googling how to get it and see if I can still get it somehow, or if it's like just gone. And then maybe see if there's something else I missed and finish off. But I don't think I will do that. I think I will just end it like this. And yeah, I will. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.